Hey guys, it's Jake here with eTrailer. Today we have a 2014 Subaru XV Crosstrek, and we're going to be taking a look at, and I'm going to show you how to install the eTrailer Class 3 2-inch hitch receiver. Adding the 2-inch hitch receiver to the back of your Crosstrek is going to give you a lot of different options for accessories. You're going to be able to put 2-inch bike racks in there, cargo carriers, ball mounts if you want to pull a small trailer. If you plan on pulling a trailer, I'd highly recommend installing your 4-pole wiring while you're doing your hitch, just so that you only have to tear into your vehicle one time. This hitch is going to have a triple carbide black powder coat finish, which we have seen to prove that it's a very, very tough paint job. It won't chip and peel as easy as other hitches will. So if you're looking to put it to work, it's going to hold up for a long time. You're going to have a standard 5/8" hitch pin hole. The hitch pin and clip does not come with the hitch, but chances are if you pick up an accessory off our website, or if you already have an accessory, chances are it's going to come with a hitch pin. The safety chain loops, they're going to be a loop style that'll fit many different safety chains of different sizes and styles. You're going to have a max tongue weight capacity of 525 pounds and a max trailer weight capacity of 3,500 pounds. That is the trailer plus the load included. You will want to check with your Crosstrek's owner's manual to see what the Crosstrek is rated to pull or hold on the rear end of the vehicle, and go with the lowest amount between the hitch and the Crosstrek. Now when it comes to the installation, this install is not too bad at all. It's definitely one you could get done at home. All you're going to have to do is remove 6 plugs from the bottom of our frame rails, and then you're going to have to enlarge 2 access holes to get our hardware up into the frame. To enlarge the access holes, you can do a couple of different things. You can use a grinding bit to be able to open up just 2 sections of the hole so you can slide the hardware up. I always like to use a step bit. That way you can just go 1 step at a time and then find which step fits the hardware the best. That's going to be the easiest thing. So if that's the case, then all you're going to need is a step bit that you may not have at home. But other than that, it's not too bad of an install at all. But with that being said, let's go ahead and show you how we did it. To begin our installation, we're going to take a flathead screwdriver, come up underneath on the bottom of our frame rail. We'll have these 3 plugs we'll have to remove. In your instructions, it's just going to tell you to remove the most rear one, which is this one here, and then this front one. But this one's going to be in our way to be able to have our hitch mount flat up against the bottom of our frame rail, and you don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and take all 3 of them out. Take your screwdriver, just pry it out of there. We need to use this access hole in order to run our hardware into this front hole up here, and then we'll have to have our larger bolts come out of this rear hole. It's not big enough to fit our hardware up through it, so we're going to have to open it up. We'll just use a step bit in order to do that. Just want to have your bolt handy and keep drilling until you can get it to fit. Take some clear coat, spray around that hole to make sure that bare metal is covered, and now we can repeat that same process on the other side of our vehicle. Now we're going to take our smaller bolts that come in our kit with these smaller spacer blocks. Those are going to go towards the rear of your vehicle in this smaller opening. We'll take our fish wire. You can do this either way. I like to go from the larger access hole towards the hole that we're going to run the fish wire out of, but you can definitely run the coiled end of the fish wire through here and come out the other hole. There we go. Hops out there. We've got our smaller carriage bolt and our spacer block threaded on there. Toss that up and then pull it out the hole. Now we're going to take the spacer blocks that come in our kit that have the round hole in them. We're going to put a piece of tape on it, and then you want to poke out the hole. Now, depending on how dirty the underneath of your vehicle is, we'll want to put this on and use the tape to stick it to the side of our frame. Ours is pretty dirty, so it may not stick very well, so we just may have to work quickly to get our hitch up into place. So stick that there. It'll kind of hold the spacer block in place until you can lift your hitch up. Now with an extra set of hands, we've got Brad here. We're going to use these smaller nuts to be able to get our hitch attached to our rearmost bolt. And we can take the larger flange nuts and thread them onto our forwardmost bolts. Now we're going to take a 19mm socket and an 11/16 socket and get this hardware tightened out. Now we're going to take a torque wrench and torque down our hardware to the specifications and the instructions. If you don't have a torque wrench, we've got some available on our website, or you can typically go to your local auto parts store and rent one just to do this project. Now with all of our hardware torqued down, that's going to do it for our installation. Hopefully this video helped you decide whether or not the eTrailer Class 3 2-inch hitch receiver is right for you in your 2014 Subaru XV Crosstrek.